Hey there, Foxy Gamers! Welcome back to Let's Build Legoland in Planet Coaster. So we're going to finish fleshing out his apartment a bit today. I think we'll go ahead and start making a couch for him. And the things that go along the back wall, like the couch and the lamp and like his little plant, are going to be the only things that I put in here because I'm planning on maybe putting like a carousel or something as like part of his house, just to kind of see how that's going to work with our theming and actually making stuff into a park. So let me see if we have enough room that it's going to make sense for the couch to be here. Might need to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. I think we are going to need to, because the couch... Actually, maybe not. The couch takes up about that much space, and he would be... Yeah, the scale is a little bit off, but I'm not concerned about making everything super accurate because, you know, we're like turning this into a theme park anyway. But let's see. How about if we finish up the window a little bit. Now there's no transparent Art Deco pieces for me, which is slightly disappointing, but let's see if there's any way we can put in a regular window. I'm not sure if there's anything that would work for us, but let's find out. Oh gosh, that's way too tiny. I didn't even realize just how big this whole thing is, so okay. We will stick with the Art Deco pieces then. But I'll just put in like a little windowsill. And it is gray. Okay. Now, are we still editing the building? Yes. That's perfect. Alright, there we go. And I realized, too, that we should duplicate these guys because they're not actually as thick as the wall. Whoops. Oh, I wonder, can I do the same thing with a whole bunch of these selected? Can I just hit Control X? Oh my gosh, that's amazing! I didn't know I could do that with like multiple objects too. Oh, that's gonna save me so much stress down the road. I really wish these would actually match this other wall though. Let's see if I can get this to look a little closer, and then I'll change the rest of them if I get it right. Okay, that's actually kind of close, so I will change the rest of these. Took a little bit of tweaking though. Oh, come on, I can't... There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, so let's finish up the wall on this side. Okay, so I just realized that I could actually move these guys and offset them a bit to make it look more like there's bricks. So let me do that real quick. Alright, now for adding in some details. We'll make the couch first, and actually, I'm gonna move Emmett out of the way here. You scooch. Alright. Alright, so I kind of want to give it a bit of a Lego look by not having completely smooth edges, and I think the best way to go about that is to build it from the small cuboid, and I only care about it like in the front area of the couch because we won't see the back of it. But for the front part, we're going to make it with a whole bunch of pieces like this. Although it's a little bit off the ground. And I'm going to have to intentionally not line them up when I want to make them look like Lego bricks. Because otherwise they'll just be flush with each other. But I might wait. Actually, nah, let's go ahead and do it this way. I'm not sure that's even gonna really give me the look I want. Maybe by actually separating them a bit like this. I think, yeah, that's what I'm gonna need to do. Alright guys, welcome back. We have a unit kitty creeping in through the window here. What I decided to do with this couch is I actually did make it a separate building from this building because after I started making it, I wanted to move it, and it was too hard to select the couch pieces and not the house pieces. So that is a tip I have for you. For every separate object you want to create, make it a separate building until you're done, and then if you want, you can combine it all later. Same with Emmett. I turned him into a separate building and placed him where I wanted just to check the size. Again, it's not perfect, but it'll do for what we're making here. And let's see. So now one thing I wanted to do is make the floor actually look like a Lego floor. Now let me see if I can add these Lego pieces without it being too terribly time-consuming. If there is a circular column, not panel apparently, which is a problem because I want to be able to color it the same as the floor, and that's not going to be the case if it's anything else, but I will double check just in case. Nope, there does not seem to be anything worthy. Now, to decide on the size for this, I think we're gonna go with small. It's still not perfect, but better than this little tiny one. Okay. So let's see if we can get this color as close as possible. Actually, for some reason, the yellow matches a lot better than the green did. I don't know what that's about, but that's fine. So I'm going to place a couple of these to give it the right thickness. I think that is good. Maybe move it up just a little more. Okay. So here we go. This is when doing the Control X is going to be really, really useful so that I can keep them in a straight line. And I'll duplicate a few here and then duplicate them as multiple objects. Otherwise this will take forever to put all these down. But I do want to make sure they're evenly spaced. Okay guys, what I was doing wasn't working out, so here's what I'm gonna try. Because it was too hard to have things perfectly spaced. Alright, so we're going to use this building as a guide. Now we can't snap these to a grid, but what we can do is make them perfectly evenly spaced by putting it on this panel piece. And then we will just delete the panel before we duplicate all of these. Now as far as how far apart I want them, Okay, guys, I don't know why my brain was farting so bad, but obviously what I needed to do was center these within each of the squares on here. So now, when I duplicate this, it will be like real Legos. Duh! We're going to move this in place. Wait, okay. So we're going to delete this piece, and we will have to combine this with the building. And now we should be able to place these in the proper spots. I could have just made it on this building to begin with, but I didn't think it through. Now we can duplicate this. There we go. Yay! It works. Whoops. It works so much better now. Look, it's like real Legos. And I deleted part of my wall, apparently. I hope this isn't going to be too many pieces to upload to the workshop after we're done. We shall find out. Okay, there we go. Look, it's finally starting to look like real Legos. Alright. So I don't think I have any actual building objects on these props, so I should still be able to combine them together when we're done. Place that like so. It's not going to perfectly line up with the Legos because I didn't build it that way. Cause I'm a silly dummy. I could potentially still fix it. Nah. It's fine. Nobody will notice. Except for you guys. If it bothers you, let me know and I'll fix it later and update the blueprint, but I've been working on this a long time now. I don't want to do it just yet. Okay. So now it's just a matter of detailing and adding in things like the lamp over here in the corner. This one should be a lot easier than the rest of the stuff we've been making because it's fairly simple. I guess this is another one of those places where it'd probably be best for me to delete the Lego pieces underneath it before I start building this, because it's just gonna add more pieces to the blueprint that we're not gonna see, and it'll be kind of a waste, but I'm not gonna worry about it for now. It's not too many on this one, but in the future we definitely want to be mindful of that. Okay, now for our poll. So, this is the fantastic thing about being able to do the Control X, that I don't have to place every one of those individually. I can select a group after I've placed some, and I don't have to worry about lining it up. So awesome. Thank you for pointing that out to me. It will save me a lot of time and headache in the long run. Alright, there's our cute little lamp. Hooray! Except let's scooch this a little bit. It's not quite lined up there. There we go. Now, the tricky part is going to be the plant. And again, I think I'm going to want to make a separate building because I'm probably going to want to be able to click and drag select the pieces of the plant in order to duplicate some things. Actually, I don't care about it being out of the way, so I will just leave that building piece there for now. And yeah, pretty much all this Lego stuff is going to be Art Deco pieces, because that's really the only thing it seems like I can use that will get me the results that I want. I do really wish that we could scale objects in this game, because I'd like to have more of a variety of these things, or like being able to taper objects would be cool. I don't know how they'd actually allow us to do that, but right now I'd like to make the flower pot wider at the top and skinnier at the bottom, but I'm not going to be able to do that, so it'll just have to be straight. Alright guys, so here is what we have come up with. This is a silly little plant. I wasn't really able to make any good looking leaves with these parts, so we're just gonna have to deal with a leafless plant. I could potentially add more of these stems later, but I'm not going to worry about that right at this moment. We have our cute little cups that turned out pretty well. Decided to put one in Emma's hand. And, yeah, there we go. Making some progress. Still want to add a bit more detail, but I think next episode we will start putting a ride in here. And I'm probably going to move this, because this isn't a very good place at the moment. But we'll see how well that's going to work when we finally let people into our park after 3 years of having nothing in this park. Anyway, I have uploaded some of these as blueprints. We did the Lego couch as a building. There's like a building piece on the inside of there. I figured it'd just be easiest to leave it that way. The Lego couch and the lamp I separated out. These pieces I didn't include in anything except the overall bedroom piece, but if you would like me to instead put those with the couch or something, let me know. But they're kind of hard to move around separate from the couch because these are all scenery pieces and it's difficult to select some and not the other. And then we also have the full Emmett living room sans Emmett, because you can pose him yourself, and also I was going over the 2,000 piece limit. It's going to be a problem later on when we get a lot of these pieces here. I might even decide to make this just one high, but I don't like that because it's not the proper scale. So I don't know about that. I wish there was like a bigger, like a thicker cylinder so that I could have half the amount of cylinders that are here, basically. Whoops. Oh, did I seriously do that? Are there... Oh, no. Ha! Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go through... Oh. Did I do this everywhere? What? How did that happen? That's really weird. It only happened on a few of them. Well, that's good. Otherwise, that would have been a huge pain in the butt to fix. But looks like I will have to re-upload this blueprint as soon as I have that done. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. We are making some nice progress, I feel like. And I'm looking forward to actually starting to turn this into a theme park and see how well it does. So thanks a lot for joining me, guys, and until next time, stay foxy, everyone.